What's up, Sussex Squad? How y'all doing today? What's up, Tattletales? Listen, do you know that whole saying, F around and find out? It looks like Prince Charles and the UK media effed around and found out. Y'all, what am I talking about? Prince Harry and a slew of other hard-hitting, rich celebrities, we'll talk about why that's important, are suing the tabloids again. And guess what, baby? This looks like this is the answer to the question that Prince Charles keeps asking. What am I talking about? As you know, he's been dangling Lily and Archie's princessships, I guess, over Harry and Meghan's head. Now, listen, to be fair, they ran a hard bargain. For instance, they humiliated them, they mocked them, they dragged them, they kicked Harry while he was at his lowest moment. They didn't even wait and to tell him that his grandmother, who he was super close with, had passed away, right? Now, again, they made an offer Harry couldn't refuse, according to them. And then they told him, you better push back that Netflix documentary or shelve it. And not only that, don't make any appearances while we're making appearances. As a matter of fact, just go away. Well, guess what? Everybody was sitting there biting their nails. And by everybody, I mean somebody doesn't have two brain cells to rub together. Well, biting the nails, what will Harry do? Will Harry succumb? Well, guess what? Harry came and told them, you can kiss my because, baby, Harry has declared war on his family. It looks like, for what most people can say, even though the royal family couldn't read the room because they're so used to always being in power, it looks like when the Queen died, that severed Harry's loyalty to the family and also to their shenanigans. Okay, let's get into this because this is actually super interesting. There is a press release, various claimants versus the Associated Newspapers Limited. Today, a group of people have launched a legal action against Associated Newspapers, publishers of the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, and the Mail online. Now, if you don't know what the royal connection is, go watch my old royal videos. But Harry in his Oprah video interview spoke of the silent contract where, the royal family is in bed with the tabloids. How it literally linked up to Harry and Meghan is, and this is just the Cliff Notes version. Go watch I have a royal playlist if you want to hear more about it. What they basically said is, listen, there will be a pay for play. We will give you information so you write about us favorably. Unfortunately, whenever they had a bad story, I believe it came to a head with William allegedly trimming rose bushes on his hands and knees, if you know what I'm saying, that Meghan was sold out to the papers, and they regularly briefed against Meghan and stirred a racist sort of hate that, from what I see, Saltine Island had never experienced in exchange for good stories on William, Kate, Charles, and the like. And every single time that something happens with the royal family, they brief something else about Meghan. Remember when we found out that Charles was accepting millions of dollars in garbage bags? I'm just saying. Anyway, the Prince's Trust is actually having something tonight. And I would like to say that with the Prince's Trust, it's the Prince's Trust Global Gala, Building a Better Future. Charles has invited Rupert and Jerry Murdoch. They are the heads of the Daily Mail and Associated Press. You guys, this is big. Now, why is this big? I'm going to read you what they're accusing them of. It's just slimy. But I'm also going to let you know it's also super big for a number of reasons. You guys have to look at it like this. Part of the reasons people don't sue the Associated Press, and that is the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, and those other things I talked about, is quite simply because nobody ever had the money to do it. It could literally, that money is long and strong. It could bankrupt one single individual going after them. But now this cost is spread out over a multitude of people. You guys, this is something very much to be worried about. But even if it's not, I think anyone can say this is Harry giving a middle finger to his father and his father's friends, the owners of the newspapers that harassed them. There will be no peace. I can't wait for that book. Let's get into it. Now get this. The group behind the legal offense are Baroness Doreen Lawrence of Clarendon OBE, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Sir Elton John, and David Furness, Elizabeth Hurley, and Sadie Frost. These individuals have become aware of compelling and highly distressing evidence that they have been the victims of abhorrent criminal activity and gross breaches of privacy by associated newspapers. Unlawful acts alleged to have taken place. The hiring of private investigators to secretly place listening devices inside people's cars and homes. The commissioning of individuals to surreptitiously listen into and record people's lives, private telephone calls whilst they were taking place. The payment of police officials with corrupt links to private investigators for inside sensitive information. The impersonation of individuals to obtain medical information from private hospitals, clinics, and treatment centers by deception, and the accessing of bank accounts, credit histories, and financial transactions through illicit means and manipulation. It is apparent these individuals that the alleged crimes listed above represent the tip of the iceberg, and that many innocent people remain unknowing victims of similar terrible and reprehensible covert acts. They are also putting a shot across the bow, you guys. I don't know if they have class actions in the UK, but it smells like a class action lawsuit to me, especially if some of the people they targeted are American citizens. It is a class action lawsuit. Again, if you don't know, private citizens can sue foreign companies, especially when there are trade, and sometimes the US government actually gets involved in it. They have now therefore banded together to uncover the truth and to hold the journalists responsible fully accountable, many of whom still hold senior positions of authority and power today. It's not over. These individuals have been the subject of public interest during the course of their careers and personal lives. They are entitled in their desire to live in a world where the press operates freely, yet responsibly. The press that represents truth is sourced in fact and can be trusted to operate ethically and in the interest of the British public. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and Sadie Frost are represented by Hamlin's LPP, right? Baroness Doreen Lawrence of Clarendon OBO, Elizabeth Hurley, and Sir Elton John are represented by Gunnar Cook, woo, and David Shelburne of 5RB as counsel for all claimants, instructed by Calum Galbraith of Hamlin's LP and Anjali Sangani of Gunnar Cook. You guys, this is huge. Again, I know I'm like so excited about this. You have no idea how huge this is. This also forces the royal family's hand in saying that the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, let me make sure I get all these right. The Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, all these places, right? What was the other one? Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday, and the Mail Online, in saying that they have done this, you guys, they're going to have to claim their defense. Sources will be revealed. If Harry says you got this from tapping my phone, they're going to have to reveal who their sources are. Now, the general public might not ever find out, but there will be leaks. Harry, through this lawsuit, is using as a vehicle to pull the cloak down on everything that his family has done to him, not just since when he married Meghan, but even prior to that, when the Daily Mail Online was privy to some of the most sensitive times of his life. You guys, this is big. It is developing. Harry has basically told his father, you can take those titles and shove it. Please believe Charles will throw the kitchen sink at Harry to keep that invisible contract from not only being exposed, but actually see the key players. As we know, Harry and Meghan have accused the royal family of briefing against them daily, releasing sensitive information, releasing private information in an effort to smear. Meghan has already won her lawsuit with the Mail. You guys, London Bridge has fallen. London Bridge has fallen. Let's wait for a flurry of assault from the English papers, especially when it comes to briefing against Harry and Meghan. I'm sure whatever dirty things they have, they are going to pull out. Harry and Meghan look like they're able to cut ties. They have their life, they have their money, they have their wealth. As a matter of fact, they just moved to they are in the process of moving to a more secure enclave. As you know, that where they currently live now, there's been, I think, at least 5 break-ins that we know of. They were moving to a more secure area. They called it a more elite area, the British press, but it's actually way more secure. And I remember thinking, why are they doing that? Is Harry about to completely sever ties with the royal family, even having his title taken away? And whatever little protection he might have as like a foreign visiting dignitary, maybe, it will be pulled back. So they need to make sure they're 100% protected. Now it makes sense. This lawsuit was coming. They've declared war. You guys, it looks like the respect that people had for the royal family and the monarchy left with the Queen. We never had any respect, but it looked like a lot of people, it left with the Queen. It is open season. The monarchy is crumbling, and the best thing is they did it to themselves. Because think about this. Had they not been harassing Harry, and had they not been harassing Meghan, just think about this. Just think about this. Had they not been harassing Harry and Meghan, Harry would not be a part of this lawsuit. Meghan wouldn't have had the Daily Mail lawsuit. Their underhanded practices and the seedy behavior and illegal criminal behavior, if they are involved, would never be exposed. You guys, London Bridge is falling, and Charles, William, Kate, and Camilla were at the base hacking away. Congratulations. You wanted your list, your wish, and now you got it. Anyways, that's a slide, Tattletales. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, tune in tomorrow. I have a special... anyway, tune in tomorrow. Check the royal playlist if you can. And I will talk to you later. Bye.